Hachette Audio presents The Women's House of Detention, A Queer History of a Forgotten Prison, written by Hugh Ryan, read by Janet Metzger. A few notes on language. Throughout this book, I use the word queer in a materialist rather than identity-based way to refer to the broad collection of people whose sexual and gender expressions were not normative in their time. Use of the word queer to refer to sexually non-normative people goes back to the early 19th century. But most of the people I discuss in this book would not have used that word in that way for themselves. In that sense, it is an ahistoric term that is useful in this context. Often I use the phrase women and transmasculine people. Many of the folks in this book were presumed to be women and lived lives that were masculine of center, but I have no access to how they identified. I do not want to make them invisible, presume facts I do not know about them, or project my assumptions onto them. Some clearly identified as men, and I follow their lead. Overwhelmingly, however, the people I am writing about understood themselves as women, and I do not want to obscure that fact either. For people whose stories I've drawn primarily or exclusively from private social work files, I use only their first name and last initial, as they never chose to make their stories public. For people who told their own stories, or whose stories I found largely through published documents, I introduce them using their full name, then default to just their last name. In both cases, this is a choice made out of respect. I capitalize Black in the same way that I would capitalize an ethnicity such as Irish or Puerto Rican, although these categories can overlap. Because part of the legacy of slavery in America has been an erasure and flattening of the vast ethnic diversity of the people we today call Black, a flattening that continues to this day. Black connotes a specific experience and history, and even those Black people who do not share that experience, for instance,